Welcome to Money Talk with Michael. I'm Michael Eastham, president of Fellowship Financial Group. Money Talk with Michael is our weekly broadcast where we answer your questions about finance, investment, retirement, and all things related to money. Remember to send in your questions to the email listed in the description box below, and you might hear your question answered on the next Money Talk with Michael.
I have been investing in real estate for 25 years and have a small mobile home park generating some income. Private mortgage on another property I sold in Tampa and about $80,000 in my IRA. I'm thinking about taking the IRA money, flipping a few properties, and paying it back over the next 3 years.
All right, well, I've got to give you some credit on this one. It is very, very creative, but it's also a little bit risky, and you've got to be careful and understand the ins and outs here. See, the CARES Act does allow you to do this and avoid the 10% penalty if you're under 59 and a half, as long as it's related to the coronavirus and it impacts you physically or financially, because it's pretty vague as to how these things are defined. If it's a business, then it may be a little bit easier. So keep that in mind as well. But it does have to be paid back within that 3-year time period. One of the gotchas is that you need to report that distribution in the current year and then let the repayments catch up in later years after you pay it back and you file your tax return for those subsequent years. So again, a little bit tricky, but I've got to remind you, the caveat here is that this can be a risky proposition if it's not done right, and I certainly wouldn't recommend it for everyone, but it can be a legitimate use of the act, and if that's the investment space that you're more comfortable in, then it may be a better place for you to invest than the stock market. So again, very creative. I love the way you think, but it's not for everyone, and you've got to realize there can be some severe penalties and risks if it's not done the right way. So thanks again for that question. Thanks so much for watching. Tune in next Monday for another edition of Money Talk with Michael. And don't forget to send in your questions and check out our website at fellowshipfinancial.com and our social media platforms. And if you'd like, you can schedule a 15-minute complimentary call to get your specific questions answered. Everything you need is listed in the description box below.